As a kid growing up in the 90s, I absolutely loved Lego Pirates theme. However, I was never able to afford any of those really cool looking pirate ships. So, right now I thought, how about I look into AliExpress and see what kind of pirate ship designs I can find there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of those vintage designs for relatively affordable price. However, I came across this fake Lego Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl set from 2011. And this is what I've got. As you can see, we have bags filled with parts. Also, we have some bags with the sails. All the large pieces, small pieces. Oh, we even have bag of corpses over here. And also we have the manual. Ooh. So, we can see a very low resolution Captain Jack Sparrow here in the corner. We have a list of minifigures that we're gonna have here. Of course, all the Lego branding and Disney branding is gone from the manual. But other than that, it looks good enough. Although it is a little bit bent. But that's not gonna be a problem. So, right now I will assemble this set and then I will tell you all about it. Well, here it is in all of its glory, and in my opinion, it looks really nice. But that being said, yes, I made sure and double checked this is based on 2011's Lego Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl design, so we can be sure that this is a proper fake Lego. It has 804 pieces and it came together really nicely, and there are plenty of details on the ship that we can take a look at, but to do that I will actually change the camera angle. So the details of the ship. First of all, we have the cannons. I have set them like one at each side, but you can also set them in a configuration when you have two at the same side. Next, we also have this cabin at the end, which we can take a look at by opening up this side panel right here. We have like the door on both sides, so we can actually let in the light. And yes, we have some like table and chair in there with a map and a bottle of rum. Next, back here we have the steering wheel, which doesn't control anything. And also here at the front we have a nice figurine just under the front sail. Also, we can actually access the back cabin not just by opening these side panels, but also by removing this upper part, so that we can actually get inside like this. Oh, but it's quite dark, but I think we can still see the map on that table over there. Of course, we have 3 masts and we have this like rope, a ladder over here that like we can like climb up to get to the crow's nest up there. Overall, in my opinion, it has everything that a proper pirate ship would need, and it looks good. It's very black, but I mean, it's called Black Pearl. What else could we expect? But that being said, in my opinion, this black color for the ship also looks really good. But yes, all this detalization and color palette and everything is the job that has been done by Lego company. However, now let's talk about the part that has been done by these fake Lego manufacturers. So let's start with the instruction manual. We already saw the cover. However, what can I say about the inside is, yeah, we have large images, which is nice. All the instructions were like very easy to understand. However, there were few minor mistakes, or let's call them misprints, when it comes to the parts that we need to use. Um, I imagine those mistakes were because the instructions are taken from the real Lego set. However, yeah, the people behind this particular set were improvising and sometimes using different methods of building. First, here in step 34, where we have to use these staircases, instead of 2 staircases with 6 steps, we actually had 4 staircases with 3 steps. But they actually also gave us a little piece to connect them, so that when we installed them in the ship, they were the correct size and everything was fine. And next thing is that when we were assembling the masts, we here in the manual we have this like piece with 2 holes on it. However, in a set they gave us pieces that only had 1 hole, which actually works fine because we only needed to use one of these holes. Also, a small thing here at the end, they have printed the like sails from the second large mast in front of the top of the first one, so this is clearly a misprint. Another interesting thing is with the pieces that needed stickers. As you can see, the instruction says to apply stickers on the map piece, and it was also said so for the compass. And yeah, we actually have the stickers over here. However, we also had the pieces with the correct patterns printed on them, but I'm absolutely fine with that because I actually prefer printing on the pieces instead of the stickers. But yes, overall instructions weren't too bad and I was able to complete this set just by looking at them. But also I found this set in Lego Builders app, so you can actually use whichever you prefer if you ever get yourself one of these sets. But now let's talk about the brick quality and the plastic. Well, plastic itself isn't too bad, although sometimes it feels a little bit sharp. And you especially feel it because sometimes you need to push very hard to put these bricks together because the fit is very tight. And I mean that is kind of good thing because they do not come apart easily. But if you're buying this set for a kid, if he wants to like disassemble it, you might have to like help him to do that, because yes, they hold together really firmly. But that being said, I really do think that that is a good thing because this set therefore feels very sturdy, and yeah, it's not coming apart, and you don't have to worry about breaking it just by touching it. One other thing I wanted to mention are the sails, because in the packaging they actually came folded, and the little ones were actually pretty much crumbled, and yes, they had these like terrible bent marks. However, I was able to iron them out and now they look relatively good. One more interesting thing I wanted to mention is to do with this chain right here. Well, now it just looks like a regular chain. However, it came onto this like plastic thingy and I needed to assemble it myself. I have had chains in other sets, however this was the first time where I needed to assemble it myself. We also got very few spare bits, them being these 2 blocks right here, 2 pieces of the like chain, and also these legs right here. These are actually from Davy Jones, because you know you needed to assemble them yourself and put the peg leg on. However, on these the peg leg would not like hold on. However, they were giving also another pair of like legs where you were able to like put on the peg leg and it actually hold in place. So it's a good thing that they actually noticed that and yeah, gave us a fix. So how about we take a closer look at the minifigures now? So let's start by looking at Captain Jack Sparrow, which in our case is played by Jolly Depp. Yes, I mean that face looks a little bit off. And actually comparing it to the one that is like printed on the manual, yes, we can see that the print is a little bit larger, so his face is a little bit stretched and yeah, it just looks a little bit off. However, yeah, I find it kind of funny. And yes, our Jolly Depp over here also has the second expression. But yes, if we skip the fact that he has a silly face, the rest of the figurine actually has a pretty good print on it. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed here on the front part where we have all the names, apparently this is not Jack Sparrow, but this is Josh Sparrow. Next, let's look at the Makos, the like hammerhead shark guy, and yes, in this case, his like face and everything seems to be printed on rather good, because yeah, nothing really stands out too much, and I think he represents the character really good. Next, here comes the Squidward. Now it's Davy Jones himself, and yes, this is quite nice figure. We have his like crab arm, we have the beard that is like a tentacles. Although I must say his face appears to be printed a little bit too low, because we have a little bit of forehead over here beneath the hat, and the eyes are kind of like sinking behind his beard. And yes, here's the peg leg that I talked about before. It's also really loose, but at least it's not falling off from this leg piece over here. Next we have Mr. Gibbs, and I think yes, this probably is the best figurine because his face looks rather good. Also, he has like a nice print on his jacket, and I believe he also has the second expression. Yes, he does. Oh! Next is Will Turner. Ah! Look at his forehead. He has a giant forehead. And that's actually true on both of his expressions. His face just has been printed a little bit too low. And yeah, it looks rather silly. Especially when you compare yeah, how he should have looked. Aw, why such a long face? And last but not least, we have this man who has woken up in a ditch covered in filth with a knife and a bottle of rum. Yes, also known as Will's father, who left 30 years ago to grab a pack of cigarettes and never came back. Aww. But yes, that being said, I also think that this figure is printed rather good, and at least his face is printed correctly, and yeah, his torso also has a very like unique prints on it, and it looks good. But yes, overall this figurine gives me like a homeless guy vibes. So, to conclude, we have some silly looking minifigures. We have a really cool looking ship in my opinion, and the block quality also wasn't bad. So, I think I got myself a really good deal over here. However, that being said, I also think that I have given you enough information to make up your own mind whether a set like this would be worth it for you. But right now, I want to say a huge thank you for joining me today and watching this video. If you liked it and find it useful, please leave a like, drop a comment, what is your experience with fake Legos, and maybe subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, where I look at fake Legos, non-branded bricks, and all sorts of other stuff I find on the internet. Huge thank you for watching this video one more time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Yeah. Jack Sparrow is fighting Squidward. Can I zoom in to your face once again? Jolly Depp. Yeah. Bye.